50,000 years ago, the fire in your cave goes out. You wake up in complete darkness, not the kind you know from your bedroom, but true darkness, the kind where you can't see your own hand. You hear breathing, slow, heavy, and it isn't your family's. Your body freezes before your mind even decides to move. Heart pounding, eyes useless, no idea which way is safe. This is what people picture when they think about ancient fear, a monster waiting in the dark. And that's true. Predators were real. But here's the strange part. The thing that actually killed the most ancient humans wasn't a claw or a fang. It was a mistake in the brain's math, a miscalculation that's still running inside you right now, and it might be making you afraid of exactly the wrong things. Here's the rule your brain runs on, and it's older than language itself. If you mistake a shadow for a snake and you're wrong, you waste 2 seconds. If you mistake a snake for a shadow and you're wrong, you're dead. So evolution picked a side. Better to flinch at nothing 1,000 times than miss the one real threat. That's why your fear system is trigger happy, not broken, optimized. In 1989, researchers ran an experiment that shows exactly how deep this runs. They showed lab monkeys who'd never seen a snake a video of another monkey reacting in pure terror to one. Those monkeys learned to fear snakes almost instantly. Then they showed a second group the exact same fear reaction, the same screaming, the same panic, except this time it was pointed at a flower. Those monkeys felt nothing at all. Same performance, same intensity, one fear stuck, the other never did. The brain has empty slots built for fear, but only certain shapes fit into them. Snakes fit, flowers don't. That slot was carved by evolution millions of years before you were born. This idea is called preparedness theory, and it's well supported, though it doesn't explain every single fear we have. So predators were real, and that fear was earned. But ask which fear actually killed the most ancient humans, and the answer surprises people. It wasn't claws, it was being alone. One person couldn't hunt large game alone, couldn't defend a camp through the night alone, couldn't survive a bad injury alone. Exile from the group wasn't really a punishment. It was a death sentence, just a slower one. In Sunghir, Russia, archaeologists found 2 children buried over 30,000 years ago. They were covered in thousands of handmade ivory beads, roughly 10,000 hours of work, for 2 kids who never reached adulthood. Why spend that much effort? Because being alone, even in death, was the one thing the tribe could never let happen. That fear is still in you. The dread before walking into a room full of strangers, the small panic when a message goes unanswered for too long. Your nervous system still treats rejection like a physical injury, because for most of human history, it actually was one. Add disease to the list, invisible and unexplainable, striking at random. Predators, isolation, hunger, sickness, the unexplained. That's the full inventory of ancient terror, and every fear on it had a real body count behind it. The ancient brain wasn't paranoid, it was accurate. Now here's where it gets uncomfortable. We killed almost every one of those fears. We have light that never goes out. We have phones that mean we're never truly alone. We have hospitals, vaccines, food that doesn't spoil, the predators, the isolation, the hunger, the plague, mostly gone. But the list of things your brain is afraid of never got updated. It's still running the original program, built for a world that doesn't exist anymore. And that mismatch creates something genuinely strange. Picture 2 facts side by side. A commercial flight has roughly a 1 in 11 million chance of ending in a fatal crash. Driving a car carries a death rate many times higher, every single year. And yet thousands of people white-knuckle their way through a flight, then drive home from the airport without a second thought. Your brain isn't actually measuring real risk. It's measuring something else entirely. Loss of control, height, no way to run if things go wrong. Those are the old triggers. Statistics never make it into the calculation at all. Refined sugar contributes to roughly 1.6 million deaths a year through diabetes alone, and it produces zero fear. None. It hits the exact reward circuit built for scarce, life-saving calories, so your brain treats it like a gift instead of a threat. A sedentary lifestyle is linked to millions of early deaths worldwide, and sitting still has never once triggered an alarm, because for 300,000 years, stillness meant you were safe by the fire. Then there's public speaking. Zero physical danger, not one documented death from giving a speech in human history. And yet surveys show it terrifies more people than death itself does. Standing in front of a group and being judged, still feels like a survival threat. Biologically, it's the closest thing we have to facing exile from the tribe. Spiders kill almost no one in the developed world, and the fear is enormous anyway. Cars, sugar, sitting still, they kill constantly, and the fear is almost zero. Your brain isn't lying to you, it's just reading from a map that's 50,000 years out of date. So what do you actually do with a fear system this far out of sync? First, notice when fear is loud, but the danger is quiet. That spider in the corner can't hurt you. The car you drive every single day can. Second, notice when fear stays silent while the real danger is loud. That's usually where the damage actually happens, slowly, with no alarm going off at all. And third, watch what's happening on your phone right now. Every scroll through bad news, every disaster, every threat headline is your ancient alarm system getting triggered on purpose by people who profit from your attention. Doomscrolling isn't really a modern habit. It's an ancient one, dressed up in a new costume. It's staring into the dark and hunting for the predator, except now the predator never stops appearing, because someone built it that way on purpose. We changed the world completely. We never changed the warning system. And until you notice that, you'll keep running from spiders while driving straight past the things that can actually kill you.